team from Russia. And we are here to talk about vodka. Do you know what you should never mix vodka with? Driving. And what we want to do is to stop driving in improper condition. I mean, not just us driving, but anyone driving while being drunk or exhausted. Uber has recently started to use Microsoft Cognitive Services to verify its drivers' identities. This way, passengers can always be sure of who their driver is, which is a great safety improvement, but the roads themselves are not safe yet. And one of the main reasons for that is driving in improper condition. Every year, because of drivers in improper condition, millions of severe car accidents happen. According to World Health Organization, right now, road accidents are the leading cause of death among people aged between 15 and 29 years. So we wanted to find a way to reduce these insane numbers, to save lives, and that's why we've created Sober Rider. It is a quick test detecting condition that is improper for driving, designed to be embedded into mobile apps. During the test, driver needs to track a colored circle on the screen with their eyes. This process is recorded, then analyzed, and then the verdict on driver's condition is provided. This test can be integrated, for example, into a car sharing app, so that driver failing the test wouldn't even get into the vehicle, or taxi app, making drivers unable to take bookings until their adequate condition is proven. As simple as it sounds, but there is a complex and advanced technological process required for that kind of test. The video of drivers' eye movements is sent to the Sober Rider cloud service, which is backed by Microsoft Azure platform, providing several virtual machines for different purposes. First, it is identified that the person in the video is the real driver, with the help of Microsoft Cognitive Services, just like in the Uber's case. Then, the video is processed with an eye tracking tool, which produces a plot of eye movements. Several computer vision algorithms are applied here, with many optimizations provided by SIMD and FFTW libraries, and we even use some assembly extensions, all that to make the test quicker and smoother. At last, the plot of eye movements is analyzed in order to detect some unusual latency in eye movements, which is considered to be a signal of a changed mind state. The concept of Sober Rider is backed with fundamental research and our own testings. In our experiments, we asked people to first take the test while feeling fine, and then when being drunk or exhausted. The latest version of Sober Rider have been tested on several friends in Moscow, and we're looking forward to returning back to our university, as the best fraternities of Moscow State University have agreed to provide us with lots of volunteers for eye tracking and alcohol consuming. In the name of science, of course.
Three essential types of Sober Rider clients are transport, insurance, and telematics companies. The most important for us is transport market, because it is rapidly increasing now with more and more people using transport on their main services. Yes. Last 4 months that we have been developing Sober Rider, we have found a partner. It is the biggest Russian car sharing company, Dilimobil, and we are launching a pilot by 4th quarter of 2017. And the next stage is a local market and international market. Sober Rider core clients are large and medium businesses. So we will introduce Sober Rider as a white label solution. It's good for these businesses, and also Sober Rider has a social aspect. So, and finally, in negotiations with companies, we will discuss about type. It will be SaaS or unit-based economics.
Many different kinds of transport are becoming popular now. Many will be in the future, and all of them need safety to be provided. Imagine that one day you can, for instance, take a taxi for your children and your family, or your cat if you like, and be absolutely sure that their journey will be comfortable and safe. This is the dream that will soon come true with Sober Rider. Keep up with Evermind team, and let's together make roads a safer place for everyone. Thank you. I've also got a demo of eye tracking tool if you want someone to try it. Maybe, no? No. Come on, just a plot of my movements. Nothing serious. Oh, no, we can place it here.
Okay.
And if you guys can answer some questions while you're setting her up, that would be great.
Yeah.
Glasses on or off?
Off, please.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so any questions?
Just on the demo, what should we expect to see if she's doing it, assuming she's sober? You just want us to see that kind of just how it works, tracking her eyes.
Yeah, it is a demonstration of an eye tracking tool because in general you need to take some calibration, when you're sober first. And then when you repeat the test, there will be some changes in latency, whether you're okay or not. Yeah, just like that. But actually, even now we can see some average latency in eye movements, and if it is more than 330 milliseconds or something like that, we should be worried.
Okay, I mean, it was a great pitch, guys, great work on this. What have you done in terms of mapping out what legal things will kind of be ahead of you in terms of what the end state of, if I as a user use this, what kind of assurance are you giving me? Is like, I'm okay to drive, hey, the sober rider app said I was okay to drive, I'm sorry I hit that family, or like what do you think, where does this fit in? Is this just sort of a novelty that says, hey, we think you're okay, but there isn't any kind of science or legitimate regulatory claim that says you are actually okay to drive, that you can then be liable for somebody driving impaired?
I didn't quite understand. Do you mean how are we gonna
So I'll just, to be simple, I'll make an example. I drank a little,
Yeah.
I used your app and passed it somehow, or had my friend do it, who knows. And then I drove, and then I got in an accident, so big trouble. But I had used your app and it said it was okay. What happens in that sort of situation, do you think, in terms of anything comes back to you, particularly if you have big corporations paying you for your products? What do you think roadmap is there for you on that?
Well, we will negotiate these cases with the companies that we will work with. And, well, actually, at the first stage, we are improving our accuracy every time, yeah. At the first stage, it will be a kind of a tool for reducing the risks. It is every accident counts. So at first, we will cut off these numbers, yeah. And actually, we need to think over this law conditions, I guess, because it's very difficult to just answer this. Right now, we need to study all this. I mean, in different countries, there are different rules.
And if I understood correctly, I don't think you guys were targeting law enforcement as their key audience. So this was really more of a, not a legal limit kind of tool, but more of a risk reduction tool. So, but I do think his point is interesting, which is if you think about it in a global market, how do you do it in a way that you're not creating a liability for any of the companies you work with, because you're not committing that our tool will catch anyone who is, over a legal limit for a substance. I don't think you want to make